Oh, hi to myself and anyone else who may be following along. I'm here with March 2026 Akashic Records, my morning meditation journals. I'll be narrating them. Today is April 4th. Yesterday was Good Friday. Tomorrow is Easter. While I do not celebrate traditionally as part of Christian faith in the way I did for much of my life, the themes of death, burial and resurrection still are very near, and I think we all feel that in our life in various ways, certainly seeing it in the world and what we hope for. I often find that I grieve a little bit leading in just the things that are not and what I wish was. And then Sunday comes and I'm just ready to spring forth again. It feels like a powerful time of year. So March itself, I think, was a little bit of a slog. I know it was a little bit of a slog for me, but as always, I'm curious to go back and see the guidance that came through, the support, the love. And so I'm going to begin with March 2nd, 2026. Archangel Raphael is speaking. Welcome, daughter. I, Raphael, greet you this morning, knowing you wish to work with my song and the green ray. Though you often feel disappointed in your progress and the seeming lack of forward momentum in your reality, receive the message from your William last night, for he has witnessed your massive transformation as a being, as a woman. He said, look at who you were 8 years ago when we met at the bus stop, and look at who you are now. You're on your way. There are pockets in your body still in resistance to change, and it is all right for them to be slower than you prefer. We do not want to overwhelm the body with higher light. We want to support her at her own pace. You are not unwell, dear one. You are simply tired and purging much. You love to work hard, play hard, go fast, grow fast, yet oftentimes your mind is faster than your body. We honor your body now, thanking her for all the upgrades she has been willing to receive thus far. And instead of any demand, we invite her, receive now. Let us begin. Receive gentle vibration in your lungs, Stephanie, loosening particles that do not belong to you and were part of your father's signature. You need not carry them to remain close to him. I sweep them up now, sending them through the light tube to be inspected, transmuted, and stored in the field. The frequency of new pink tissue comes to life now. Regeneration is here in your lungs, allowing deeper breath, more oxygen, greater blood flow, and higher athletic functioning in the way you desire. You have been trying to follow Metatron's guidance for protein intake, yet it is more food than your body is comfortable processing. Therefore, trust your hunger signals. Trust what feels good and right as you seek to stabilize systems, for that is what is taking place within you. Let us now remove all programs of consent to fear frequencies about anything in your physical vessel, especially the code from your mother that eating itself would make you fat. Therefore, restriction was necessary to be lovely enough to receive love. This came because she made childhood correlations that her father's anger and unkindness toward her own mother were about her size rather than about his character. Beauty has given women power, yes, but it has never kept them safe from an unloving or unkind man who does not wish to live from his higher self. This is a long, thick code I have now removed. We need not replace it with anything in this moment. We will simply let more of you fill in those spaces however she desires. Body brushing will assist with a faster flow that aligns with more of the speed you desire. Your system is not sluggish, but it is dense. More light-filled foods are in service. This is what your container wishes to process today, and there is no shame in it being a shorter transmission. You did much work on the drive home from Knoxville yesterday in clearing that which is no longer in service. I do not love GLP-1s because they disconnect a being from their truths in favor of a quick fix that starves rather than bringing more light, more self-connection, and yet, as always, this is in free choice. The frequency of chemically produced food vibrates at a density that does not serve the body's flourishing, for its goal is not support or flourishing. Its goal is dependence, a leaching of minerals from the system and money from the pockets. The intention placed into the meal always carries impact. I close by saying a mineral supplement is in high service to your form. The work we have done this weekend will continue to clear what is complete. You will have space for new soon. Blessing the food has always been an angelic program to assist, not a have to, so that God is not angry. I bless you now with a faster lymph system that will carry debris out more quickly, leaving room for the new you desire. March 3rd, 2026, the wisdom is speaking. Come in, daughter. What is it you seek? I am the wisdom come to meet you in this room of roses, for you are upgrading your romance template from one of learning through pain, through high octane intensity, to that of passionate honor received. This is a good change for a 50-year-old woman to usher in, as it combines the wisdom of Saturn with the joy of Magdalene. They are a unique pairing, yes, and Magdalene is joyous in love and self and sexual expression that creates with the partner, then sends out the divine spark from that union. You are hesitant to ask any questions about Valerian or the nature of your connection. There is nothing to fear here, nothing difficult, ugly, or with the betrayal themes of past partnerships. You have finished that story and are fully complete in that cycle. Guidance steered you away from William, steered you to leave your husband, to contract only with your youngest son, to open to Ranuel, to apply caution to the link with Magnus, then end the relating once his pathway became clear, and here before you is an absolute surprise, unexpected in every way. Valerian, born on the same day as your husband, carrying the names of your firstborn and your most powerful lover, with similarities to William in his military service, Moon Mother, warrior family, karmic recognition that could be an invitation to participate in something lovely, deep and chosen because of soul remembrance, or it could scream, run! We the women, holding the way of the rose records, like him, daughter. We do not believe it has to scream, run. There are challenges in every meaningful partnership, and you will have them if you choose this container, but he has not harmed you, and he will not harm you. The men who hold the way of the warrior codex like you, for you have often been willing to fight for what you believe in, whatever the cost, and you are now laying weapons down, choosing instead a reality of softness, of softening, which welcomes in partners you will not need to brace against, rather can melt into. He holds your body beautifully. There is much recognition and alignment between you, as well as polarizing differentiation, yet this need not be difficult unless either of you make it so, for one is all is one, which is the great joy at work in the meeting of consciousness and matter, in the merging of awareness with form. This is what the two of you image together already. We see enough depth, enough connection, passion to meet you, also with enough space between natural rhythms that the independence and autonomy you need would have all capacity to be met. We have no concerns, no cautions, no guardrails. This was a meant meeting. Divine timing was in play. Show up as the exact woman you are. Your energies have already begun waking good and necessary things in the other. It is a companionate differentiation between you that causes positive chemistry, not one that is dissonant, bringing undesirable friction. You have heard that many are working on your behalf to open up the next season of your life. This spontaneous conversation that opened the door to a unique, unexpected connection is proof of that. For now, simply be encouraged that you are supported in your desires, in your life path, in your longings, in your mission, and Valerian's advent on your timeline is a direct, tangible evidence of this thing. Be as free, as open, as yourself as you wish to be. Your authenticity is welcome with this one. So many blessings await you. Open your hands to receive them now and turn no gifts away. We rejoice with you in the turning of the tide, for the way of love comes. It comes now. March 5th, 2026, the Moon Mother is speaking. Welcome, daughter. I, the Moon Mother, greet you as your sky holds the frequency of the Virgo full moon blood eclipse, and I welcome you in to explore your moon with me. Let us sit inside her for a moment, simply acclimating to her rhythms, to her sound. Hear the steadiness in the heartbeat. Feel the peace of being cradled in a safe space. Know the grounded cord connection you have to earth that keeps you from floating away, even as you are above it, looking down on it, sometimes illuminating, others allowing the dark time its space. Your thoughts have been many since life in your own mother's womb, for she was an air sign, always thinking, rarely in intellectual peace. Her transition from wild and free electron to a dogma-chained female happened during her pregnancy with you, so you received the benefit of freedom and spiritual awakening as lifeblood builders. Where you have risen above the wound that contained you is in the understanding that freedom and the spiritual pathway are one and the same. All children are meant to rise above their mothers, yes, not from a place of arrogance or hierarchy, but as a learning container that finishes with the potential to become something new. I now come to the crux of the matter I wish to share with you. You can at any time say, I am complete with this Virgo Moon programming and choose another way. This is a template carrying much rigidity, much need for structure to manage the emotional self, yet perhaps you are ready for a gentler way of being with more flow rather than containment. There you go. Not just the rhythm of heartbeat drum or mental acuity as focal energy targets. Hear now the whoosh of water sweeping by through the blood, through the lymph, through the plasma, feeling yourself. Remember, this was part of your formation as much as the steady, as much as the strong. Allow the fat cells keeping density and reducing water to fall now, dissolve now, erase now. Very good work clearing fealty to the lineage through gene code, no longer helpful to you, sending all adipose tissue around your organs or in excess protection of your muscles to dissolve and return to source. Higher light, white light, radiant harmonic light enters through the crown now, sinking into your vessel, falling through every cell, with its fullness landing in your own womb space. You may have a cycle or two left in your womb space, but be not discouraged if this comes, for it will simply be a final shedding of this programming. This was a beautiful co-creation for the end of Moon Matrix programming, dear one. You have witnessed the gifts held in all. Your frequency is ready. Crown chakra is activated, open. Heart chakra is leading. The light comes. Go enjoy, daughter. March 7, 2026, my blue people are speaking. Little sister, it has been a moment since we have spoken, but we have been near. We have been watching, not in a creepy way, in a supportive way of presence. We see you. We recognize who and what you are. We know you. We come when you are in massive transition state. And this day of March 7, 2026 marks another jump from one world to the next. Allow all that unfolds, for the timing is preordained, the pacing is aligned, the lessons are learned, the living is here. Frequency is your language, and you recognize those who are right for you. You approach, you are willing to engage without hesitation. You have been kind to Aurelius and his mate, hosting them in your home as he recovers, tending, nurturing, yet this is not your design, and by that we mean you do not need to be the bigger person to prove your character in circumstances that do not love or honor you. Your design is met by an equal. You love to tend, to nurture, to watch things, people, places, systems, communities morph, shift, grow, become as a direct result of your own investment. And this current container restricts you, dear one. You are far more than this home, this earth, this brand of life. You cannot lose those who are meant for you. Yes. Release the home now, for a new one awaits you. Aurelius will care well for it when his arm is healed and he is able to once more. You need not release your link with the land, for you have cared well for each other, and there are codes remaining here that support you. You have felt the loss of your neighbor, who loved and tended her earth patch in the same way you did. Yet she is well, Seraphina. She is happy and joyous, lighter, younger once more, reunited with a soul tribe she very much missed. This was a beginning Earth incarnation for her. She will return more equipped next time with good skills of intellectual and plant kingdom union. She will be in service. There was a sinking taking place in her family, and she was ready for a rising. She chose it at just the right time. All is well, little one. All things are always well. Whew. My very sweet next door neighbor passed the weekend of the eclipse. I find I am still emotional about that. Oh. They continue. It is not out of order. If you reach to him, this new lover you are intrigued by, he needs to be assured of your warmth in order to continue turning toward you. It is not chasing to be yourself. You are active, not passive. Your passion is currently directed toward this one. So let him know. Withholding and withdrawal are not the way. Authentic self-connection, self-expression is how Creator behaves, and this is your way as well, so live it. The global template is doing well. Gaia herself is stretching, is enlarging to hold more light, but her spirit is strong, her capacity is vast, and she is surrounded, is encircled by much support in the physical and the astral. Density will simply fall away like a crumbling crust, a shedding skin, and what emerges will be what was always underneath. Those who were vehicles holding density codes from full free choice are happy to leave the planet. They feel the constriction of a suit grown too small and are bursting forth in their own way. Trust that you have built. Trust what you have built. Keep going. In every way, in every place, through all times, through all dimensions, little sister, trust yourself. Trust your neighbors. Trust the all. You are held, you are supported, you are witnessed, you are never working alone, and we are proud of you. We will add our spark to yours this day. Sometimes an extra push is needed to jolt ignition. Your Elrond has the backing he needs to perform well. His team has been offering joy codes to assist in his maturity and leave taking from reliance on you and yours. Believe in him that he is ready, that he is equipped, that it is time. And know we are complete, Sarah. Light go with you. Light surround you. Light rise up within you and radiate out, for you are the radiance of God in form. And we love you. March 9, 2026, Metatron and Elohim the Dragon are speaking. It is all right, daughter. Come in. I am here. Let all density fall now. Fall now, fall now. I have you. You will not float away if nothing hard is holding on to you. It was incredibly painful having another woman in your home as honored lover because Aurelius wanted to recover here and have her with him. You could have said no, and it was wise that you did not. You have been playing the long game of highest flourishing for your Elrond, and look how it came this weekend with achievement of what he has longed for in his musical career. He reached for you in communication over the weekend, not Aurelius, and this is said not from one-upmanship. That is unnecessary and not in your frequency. Rather, I say that to honor the great work of your hands, of your heart, of your purpose, of your life's blood poured out for the well-being of this one you love above all others. He is well, and I smile that you think of the scripture about Christ, that Jesus grew in wisdom and stature, in favor with God and man, and see this apply to Elrond as well. It was worth it. Your choice to maintain a family structure to hold him. And to hold him it has. It is also complete, the functioning of the container in this way. If you continue in it, you are not hobbling him, but you are limiting yourself. Again, I urge you, receive the inheritance from your mother, for this is the next right step. Your weight is dropping. Though you do not feel it just yet, it will be visible and you will be more comfortable by summer. You are doing well navigating a new romance. And it is a romance unfolding between you and Valerian, very sweet and very lovely. He is worth your time. He is worth your investment. You are doing well finishing the old timeline. William does not come with you, and this is right, dear one. Allow all that is closed and complete to remain so. Now, Elohim wishes to travel with you this day. Go with him, Seraphina. You are well, and I will speak with you soon. Elohim begins. Good morning, little one. Stand forehead to forehead with me and receive an opening of your pineal gland, for it is ready for more seeing. This picture before you now, a radiant light, colors more vibrant than your eyes knew here on earth, children laughing and playing on ocean-edged meadow cliffs. This is a return to Lemuria, and it is the frequency you must hold to be a bringer of the new way. The joy, the joy, the joy. Let us follow the joy now, flying into the scene together. Your children and your grandchildren are your soul family, contracted to come in collectively. Yet in this Lemurian age, there were no contracts, for souls did not have the same density to overcome. Truly, it is not density that needs to be overcome. It is the belief that any sort of overcoming is necessary, as if anything is wrong that needs to be made right. Right action matters, carries impact, yes, but this comes by shifting the focus away from what is not and using that energy to generate the what is that you desire. As we walk these high cliffs together, watch the ships coming and going. Commerce will change on the earth, dear one. Trade and barter, and far more flexibility are needed to see this transition through. You carry the seeds of harmonic adaptability along with the wisdom of knowing when to remain immovable. A system of barter and trade supports the new way. For those of uncooperative frequency who wish to rule over others will no longer succeed or hold elevated positions. A technological age is nothing to fear, nor is AI, but these are short-lived in the grand scheme of the fullness of the blueprint that is coming into being. Earth herself is at the 845 position on her way to the 9 in her journey through density. When the hand meets 12, it will be the completion of low-frequency time and a return to the joyous simplicity we have been watching as we walk will come. All is well in every ticking of the clock, for it moves the story forward, and forward is where all is headed. Those having incredibly heavy incarnations are finishing their contract as sacred disruptors. Contractual living is ending, for as the rising comes, there is less need to try and orchestrate bringing about what is already in motion. Once a ball begins rolling down a hill, it will go as far as momentum takes it. If an obstacle stops its trajectory, then that was the aligned landing point, for there is no longer any preordained plan saying where it should land. More flow, more ease, more creativity, community, play, joy, engagement, love, exchange from heart center, more transparency, honor, honesty, and a falling away of all that is not Kumara. It comes, Seraphina. We build it now by allowing what must collapse, by clearing the rubble while holding the vision for what we are calling in. Once more I say, all things are purposed. There is nothing wrong taking place. There is nothing to fear. Begin your day in this energy and know I am with you. The light rises. May it rise in you. March 10, 2026, my Arcturian family is speaking. Good morning, daughter of the Light Brigade, who is come seeking to know herself so as to take the next steps that bring in change. We, your Arcturian family, wish to assist you in remembrance this day, for remembrance is what you need to move forward, not a brash running into uncharted territory, swashbuckling all that is in your path. Allow us to minister to you and simply receive. A child at play, joyous, joyous, joyous through all galaxies, all densities, all ships, water, terra. a priestess in service to the One, in service to the All, carrying virginal passion for her One, and desire to see union, see reunion come with the All, speaking, I will be the sacred bridge, so that beings remember they are of God, from God, then live in freedom for them from their divine God spark. Remember your years as Pensathalea, warrior queen, fighting fire with fire, and how you chose a better way when you recognized Inferno magnifies Inferno. It does not put it out. Remember being emissary, envoy, gathering intelligence, collecting data on how a multiplicity of civilizations were running their experience so as to build with most successful practices. Remember being galactic gardener, tender, nurturer of plant life, bringing it from place to see where hospitality for its flourishing existed and where was only darkness, only void space. Remember dragon rider, priestess of a high and holy order, planner, builder, dreamer, doer, lover of what you believe is most high God, and we would call the source code. Of course, there is more. But as you feel into all these differing versions of self, there is one theme running like a thread through every expression, and it is this. I wish to bring the good, for I was made from good, and to good I shall return. We like this about you, our daughter, our friend. We support you in this, for there is no judgment you carry toward those who do not possess this signature. However, you also have a tendency to keep yourself isolated from others, holding them at arm's length, for you have had many experiences of being harmed by those you wish to partner with in bringing the good. This is true. This has happened. Yet, with your readiness to incorporate all timelines, all lifetimes, all soul adventures, all ways of being, calling together the most integrated Seraphina we have ever seen, this disconnection from others because you do not trust alignment falls now. Those who are right to work with in any way and every way come. They flock to you, feeling the pull of your signature in totality, not just the part that wishes to heal, so then the wounded come. It was lovely that your new lover recognized this and asked you to lay your healer mantle down with him and simply receive. From here on out, there will be a brand of kindness in your contacts that you have not experienced in this lifetime, a desire to see the well-being of others exist in addition to holding honor for your own well-being. Collective harmony and individual personhood can absolutely exist. In fact, they are meant to coexist, to work together, for this is your Creator God and our source code's original image, is it not? This is a gift we hand you today as you have chosen to live from coherent vibration, fleshing out what that means in honor of both self and other. The beings who also wish to live this way now come. Expect friendships, partnerships, clients, communities, where this is the tie that binds rather than any thread of karmic retribution in the weave, for you have unraveled them. They are gone. Having returned to the wisdom storage house, making you free to go back to your own bright beginning. A child at play, full of joy. Full of joy. Full of joy. The help you need to propel you out of your current container is here, little one. You were never meant to do this alone, carry such heavy burdens alone. Metatron, Gabriel, the Mayan Timekeepers, and Sanat Kumara have practical gifts and sound advice for you in the endings and restructurings you are ready for you have chosen because of your letting go and calling in. This is what we have to share with you, and our messaging is now complete. Continue to receive all gifts, all invitations as they come in, for this paves the way for the more you desire. There is no lack in you, and there is no fall from abundance. Claim it now and begin your day. Light, go with you, daughter of the many. Light, rise up within you to be your guide, to be your friend. And so it is. There's like, oh, March was a little flat and I cry. uh, mm. March 11, 2026, Metatron and Gabriel are speaking. Good morning, daughter. Come in and join the circle where your brothers and I sing. I would like you to take a seated position in the center, allowing us to sing over you, washing away the frequency of disrespect, of dishonor you have felt of late. It is painful when gifts given are not rightly received or held with greed and entitlement, a desire to own the giver like a goose who lays a golden egg, or a genie trapped in a lamp. All of this corrupted frequency falls now, dissolving into dust at your feet. Your carbon body is ready for this upgrade, and once your sunburn fades, a body brushing session followed by a salt bath of your choice will be final clearings to let go of this energy. Rise from the circle now, receiving your white robe, then let us invite Gabriel to speak as the others go about their business. I will stay with you. Gabriel begins. Good morning, Seraphina, daughter of the light, radiant one of the Elohim High Council. You were assured that I had practical messaging for you, and I do, yet it is different than you expect. I come to you often on the white ray, offering you wisdom on how to care for your body well during this season of massive change to the earth grid and your own grid. As the crystalline light body activates, care for your physical vessel needs to upgrade so as to appropriately image the radiance you are. I wish to offer you a skincare regimen that will support the flourishing of the upgrades you're experiencing. Metatron shared that a return to body brushing is wise, and this I agree with. I like this done before bed each night, followed by a brief rinse, then application of the following formula. An ounce of jojoba oil, 10 drops of frankincense, mixed with enough coconut or almond oil to cover all of your skin. This is not inexpensive, no, and there is more than enough to fully support not just your survival, but your radiance and your flourishing. Your outer physical health reflects inner truths. It is important that yours are in alignment. I do not love the retinols or stripping agents for your face, though laser work reads differently, for it is light at play rather than harsh chemical. More light is the point of the entire experiment, dear one, and your light is important. Supporting your physical vessel, you giving her time, care, honor for how well she carries you, houses you, works with intention to merge with you, holding all your frequencies in coherence is a gift and a skill worthy of right reward. I will also add that happiness comes for you, not just a choosing to direct your energy toward joy. Thank you for hearing me. I leave you with Metatron now, but know that I am near, particularly when you see the fog carrying the white ray, and when you are caring for your body. You are blessed to be a blessing, and blessing lives within you. Metatron returns. I know you sometimes find Gabriel a bit harsh, but he is simply direct and messaging. He comes when tiptoeing about is unwelcome and unnecessary, meaning he comes when a being is ready to hear, to receive. I would add that Aquaphor is a good sealer, particularly for your forearms, hands, and feet. Its ability to retain moisture is worth the chemical trade-off. And this is a good closing point for today, daughter. Be encouraged, for all you hope for is on the way. Sooner than you think, better than you know. March 12, 2026, Caius is speaking. Daughter, Seraphina, come to me. It is I, your Caius, here to greet you this day and offer wisdom on that which you seek, the timing of your personal pathway out of the dead end you sit at, and the advent of a new journey, a new way. Thank you for your affection given. I have missed you too. While we often like to walk together, today I invite us to sit. Let us journey to the moon, sitting atop her face, allowing feet to dangle, be held by stars, and tell me, what is before your eyes? I reply, I see constellations with friends coming and going. I see a super highway of intergalactic travel. I see hustle, bustle, joy, travel, laughter, some urgency, but mostly I am witnessing happiness. Caius replies, very good. These are the journeys you are most used to, most aligned with, and they speak to the frequency you must begin to embody on the earth plane, that of happiness and aligned companions. If you are not experiencing happiness within your being, it is not aligned companionship. I know you were happy with Magnus at first, dear one. It is why that experiment was allowed in your field. Had he been only challenged, he would have been repelled, for you are highly protected and greatly loved. There is a divine timing you are waiting for. Your sensing is not wrong in this. Eclipse season has been clearing out much on the planet, allowing more light in that also clears within the body. The sunburn you experienced was in high service, for it will literally peel away what no longer belongs, what is no longer in order. Gabriel spoke about the necessity of kindness to your skin in a purging season, and this is important. Working within structures contained by time have never been your favorite, dear one. You always miss the superhighway of all. This simply is. Your light body travels this while you sleep, and it is enough to keep you filled. You do love the earth. You love being embodied. But it is time for sadness to leave. Pisces season is always heavy for you. It is too slow, particularly with the companions you have thus far chosen. And yes, you did love Pisces season with Ranuel. He thinks of you and that time often. I will gently remind you that what you feel with William is no longer happiness. There is absolute ease, comfort. He does not stress you out or cause disruption in your cells as others do. Yet happiness is the way, Sarah. Follow the beings, invest in those who call up joy within you that you feel genuinely lit up by. You know who they are and who they are not. It is all right that it is slow with Valerian after the Inferno that was Magnus. You need invitations to respond to, not anything reeking of familiar push or pressure. You are still healing in nervous system, in heart, in mind, and field. This extended time allowing you to come back to self, align with your own rhythms once more, allowing you to belong to self alone are vital in order to be ready for what is to come. Your system needs rest, needs peace as much as it needs joy. For though it was not wrong to go Magnus's way, you left that timeline incredibly depleted. Valerian is genuinely interested in you, is finishing up things of his own, and has intentions toward you that are good. He is also not the only aligned lover on your grid. If he drags his feet, if he misses the window to walk as partner with you, there is no harm for either of you in this. When you are attached to the energy, but not the outcome, that is when the pinnacle of manifestation works, for it can be delivered to you by the all in a multiplicity of ways without violating anyone's free will. You are currently magnetized to the energy of sovereignty, full and free. Your I choose is awake. Your I choose is online. You are magnetized to the energy of reciprocal love, exchanged in truth, kindness, passion, authenticity, and the frequency of abundance. Your overly harmonic, overly cooperative template continues to fall away as you allow the sacred blueprint to rise. The skin brushing regimen helps slough away the residuals of this programming held in your cells. And as this leaves, your body will naturally drop weight. For the fat cells are often in service by pulling away, by isolating that which does not need to be running through one's body. Let fall, I am cooperative, and step into, I am a powerful force of light, free to live my own agenda, for I am good, and this is right. The superhighway remains, dear one. You will traverse it again in all the speed, light, joy, and enjoyment you love so deeply. It is a good idea to get a blood test done. That is wise information to have as you clear with intention what is past and welcome in all you desire. Thank you for spending time with me today. I love being present with you in this space. Go in light, my Lirabelle. I will speak with you again soon. March 15, 2026, Sanat Kumara is speaking. You have wished to speak with the energy of Sanat Kumara, and your desire is granted, Seraphina, daughter of Metatron, friend of my friend. We work together in the great. We work together in the small, just as we do individually. You can trust the messaging I offer you. Orange Dragon is here with you for support, for protection, for we are doing an extraction today, and you need his support. We travel now to the inner earth that is your solar plexus, the seat of your will, whose color should be warm, radiant light, but who is deeply tired and who is dimmed now. With your consent, I gently remove the orb that is silvery blue, where your mind came down to override your will, for this was the way ego chose to keep you safe as a youngling, when will was not allowed, when personal power expressed would have been dangerous, and I thank it for its service to you. Contained within are the vibrations of energies you have no need for. It is turned to golden light now, buoyant and free to return to the storage house of all with its wisdom codes, becoming part of the Help for Many program. Your new lover is an engineer. He understands this principle, even if he does not apply it spiritually with conscious intent. It is good for what he possesses to literally pour into your being, for as long as it takes for you to receive the template of receiving the new codes coming in. Have no fear with this one. What he intends toward you is good, and good it shall be. Everything that comes next is the new way you have both built and are building, for the parallel timeline influences past and influences future. But enough about quantum theory. Let us return to your sacred center behind your navel. All digestive distress heals now. You are able to receive nutrition and flourish from it. Your villi pull out and sweep away what is not necessary. The inflammation recedes, allowing clear movement, flow, certain sensing of what to keep and what to purge, and there is no necessity to submit to any outside wisdom in the workings of your own physiology. Your body knows the way, for she is the blueprint. If we simply remove what does not belong, all begins to flow and sink in smoothness, in joy. Yes, in more ways than one, removal is necessary in order to return to the shambolic energy center meant to power you, that was submitted to the power of mind to keep your child self safe, to keep her here. With your permission, I now remove all harmonic cooperation that serves another, yet takes place in detriment to yourself. This resembles a small octopus with tendrils reaching many places into your body, choking out your own truths, silencing your voice, limiting the genuine expression of your desires, constricting the power of your high heart, and applying a freeze of sorts to your lower Dantean that should burn with far more fire. Your Aries rising rises now, fire child. No longer are you governed by Mercury. No longer does this cold moon mother rule your body, rule your psyche, rule your will, declaring what is or what is not appropriate, requiring a surrender of self to her will. It is over. It is gone. It is done. Amen. I now seal this high and holy work of selfhood received we have just completed. Elohim breathed his fire into you, breath to breath, as gentle bellows, so as to spark your own furnace awake once more. You will see the rising come with spring in just a few days. What is taking place is good, dear one. Receive it as such, and begin your day with body brushing, lemon water, and movement to seal the work we have completed. Expect a falling away very soon, followed by seeming immediate rising that has been in the works for a long time. You will be returned to Metatron, but there are a few more masters with help with wisdom, with support for you as you journey to a higher version of self, ready to reclaim her power as high holiness. We are now complete. Be blessed. Be the blessing. Amen. March 16, 2026. Jesus is speaking. It is all right, Stephanie. It is all right, the grief you witness yourself experiencing as you step into the field, as you step into the light of the divine. For your entire life thus far has been a journey through grief, primarily traveled alone. I appreciate that you feel complete with this journey of grief, for I never asked that of you. Nor would I ever have put that kind of burden on the back of a young child. There is nothing wrong with the footprints in the sand poem, but also I have never carried you, not even in your most challenging seasons, for your strength was massive, even as a little one. Your perseverance has always been driven by belief in me, belief toward God, belief in love. Yet part of why you have spent a lifetime mired in the energy of grief was because your faith stripped you of personal power. It took from you far more than it offered, leaving you in the vibration of sacrifice, of suffering, of continual forgiveness toward what should have called up your no, and a hyper submission to God's will through prayer, which in reality was a tying of your own hands. Rise now from your place of weeping on the floor. Feel my hands on your face and look into my eyes. I did not sacrifice myself or my will to the will of any higher Father. I and the Father are one, just as you and the Father are one. When you act from your desire to do something good, to honor the self-holding pneuma, to assist another, to make, to build, to enjoy, to embrace, to bring flourishing, to love, to plant, to work, to teach, to write or sing or play, to witness, to give gratitude, to eat or drink or dance, all of these and more are the will of God expressed in light, for you are the will of God expressed in form. To teach the young that coercing or assaulting another's free will is misaligned, this is sound parenting. Yet to assault the sovereign choice of a child or force them to submit their directly held will to that of any other is in detriment. It does cause me to blaze with anger that this lie, this deception, this twisting of the truth is propagated in my name, and all dark energy snorting and snickering in the corner that their subversion of natural order has worked to benefit them at the pain of another. I turn my gaze upon you now. Feel the full radiance now and come back to the light. Return to the ships from whence you came, awaiting the remediation chamber of your peoples. All twisted DNA returns to form, returns to light. May yours turn now, brothers. Go in peace. This is the way, daughter. A turning toward the dark for a moment with the full force of your one light in chosen alignment with the all, and from your collective radiance call to the pneuma, return to God. For this is what repentance always meant. A turning away from siphoning the energy of others for one's own flourishing to the remembrance of their own source radiance within. Do synapses need repair? Does the physiology need healing? Do cells need to come into vibrational attunement with chosen divine blueprint? Does the mind need receptivity toward renewal? Yes, to all of these things, but they are simply self-governance that calls in higher light. Never dogmatic tenets enforced on the being from without. The saying, when the student is ready, the teacher comes, is a true truth. All beings are not working on the same inner or outer projects, lessons, and growths. How would one way ever fit the many? It cannot. It will not. It does not. No submission to any will but your own, daughter. I lived out my will, my way, my desires. If you wish to follow me, you do the same. When your personhood is disrespected by the will of another for conformity to its misaligned agenda, speak your truths one time, and one time only. If they respond with honor for your divine spark expressed in Stephanie, you have won a friend. And if they posture up, become angry that you are uncontrollable, or in any way escalate their press for your conformity, shake the dust off your feet and walk away, continuing on your rightly chosen path. There is no need for conversion, nor does choosing to walk the way of Christ consciousness require proselytization in any form. Like calls to like. Souls are free in the same way bodies are. Invitation when someone is interested in your journey is lovely, for that is generous. It is hospitality in play, and God is worried about none. All return to light in the end, and if they are not returned, it is not the end. The wheel turns, Sarah. You are turning with it. Rise up. Image self, image God, image glory, and live out the remainder of your earth journey fully unshackled, wildly unbound in all the love, joy, and presence you wish to be. There is nothing moderate about you. Your grief journey was deep, was intense, and so will the journey of your joy be. I love you, little one, who is a very old soul in form. You have remembered. You are ready. I am proud of you. The team around you is vast. Call in support and help anytime. You have enough courage. I echo the messaging of others. There will be a very clear marker of divine timing at play, and you cannot miss it. When it shows its face, when it shows its hand, say yes, then jump, for it will catch you, and a whole new life will begin. I love you. Light go with you, daughter of the sun, radiance of the heartbeat of God. Love rise up within you. May joy be your guide. May peace be your home. March 17, 2026. My inner creator is speaking. This message serves as wisdom rising up from within, for it is protection for you at a time when you may feel compelled to return to the familiar path. This is your inner creator, and if I feel somewhat robotic rather than artistic, it is because structure is needed by which creation takes place. There must be a scaffolding to hold it in place, else it will dissolve into the confluence of all, becoming part of the miasma of sound, light, or color alone. Though you were formed from this spark when you left Divine Creator, you came into form. And even when invisible, sacred geometries are at work holding all things together. Your sacred geometry must be unveiled. It is unveiled now. Your rose codex is visible, is awake, is online, is ready to come into form to make the thing that is. In order for this to be, there must be no return to any past partner, for this will dismantle the new structure like a wrecking ball. Fate and free will do work together, yet if you are communicating with your own chosen coding put in place by self to be in service to self, then it is sovereign wisdom to align with your own truths. This is not any sort of quantum override taking place. Passion and vitriol will come to you via Magnus. This is particularly damaging to your newly emerging freedom. Nostalgia and sweetness come to you through William. Just say no. The finishing of the contract and what might have been Aurelius' unwanted gifts, and Aurelius calls to your loyalty to the family template. All fall now. You are activated into a new way. You are activated into the red template, where you display more sexual love, more passion, more fire, and you are not harmonic with any who disturbed or who disrupt your rightly chosen frequency. The new, the new, the new, the unknown, the not yet experienced, the opening, the flowering of the being you are that you have not yet gotten. Everything blocking your path is now fallen, for as you have chosen to clear away all karmic rubble, many hands work with you, putting up protective barriers so that you could complete your task in full focus and with peace. The insular nature of this time is now complete, so the obsidian cloaking around you falls more and more each day. Oh, but your body is joyous to be finished with this task. She is so ready for freedom from hard labor, for freedom to travel, to venture out past this hemmed in space, to leave behind all that was in grace and gratitude, and finally image all she is, all she has become. The structure is built. You have activated it with every choice to chip away at the boulder blocking your way. And you are now the wisdom, able to morph from nymph to siren, maiden to mother, healer to enchantress, and the way of the rose is now fully open to you. From here on out, you simply walk it, expressing the self you are. Though you have spent long wearing black, and you will always love it, red is your next signature color. Wear it. Own its harmonic resonance with all you are, all you have chosen to image. There is fluidity in you, but you are not a subtle being. It is time to embrace this, living it out in joyous belonging. Saint Germain and the violet flame will not leave you because you keep exploring, keep expanding. For this is the nature of Source itself. And it is good to go now in the light of the one you love, being all the divine spark you are and all you wish to be. The journey begins. Well done. March 18, 2026, Metatron is speaking. Daughter, you have returned. Come in, come close. Take your seat. Stay with me this day. We have much to discuss. I will begin by saying your new Valerian's treatment of you does not reflect his interest in you, and it is perfectly aligned to say no thank you to anything or anyone who does not call up joy in you. The time of confusion, mixed messaging, or any sort of hot then cold behavior is past. You are cute that after the journey with Magnus you do not wish to hear guidance about any lover. Yet you are conflicted in this, for you are so ready for the next right step. It is very near and you will not miss it when it comes. Yes, you are also perfectly correct to believe that someone who is defensively guarded against love while also offering it is too complex a being for you to spend time with or invest yourself in. You have no interest in commitments right now, and you offer surety about your now. You wish to receive the same in return. There is residual grief this circumstance is stirring. It lets you know how deep the sadness of come close, go away, past partners run for you. It's been your experience in every relationship, yet, daughter, the pattern is ended. It is ended, and those standing guard around you move now, opening the circle to welcome the aligned lover in and placing themselves in a receiving line as you are handfasted, ready to begin a life of love together. Magnus is being kept from you, blocked from accessing you with purpose, on purpose, so that you can walk forward freely. He was not an appropriate caretaker of your open and generous heart, and there is a zero tolerance policy in play for this behavior. I laugh at your smile. You need far more humor and joy in your life than you experience, and more rest, not the empty boredom you sometimes feel this side of the continual running and overextending you did with Magnus, but actual nervous system recovery. Living with Aurelius remains painful for you, even when you are not aware of this. Your nervous system remains activated, remains triggered. It is always playing defense in his presence. He is continually in the home with you right now. I know you feel betrayed by us, betrayed by all, that every step you have taken, every new person, every new pathway has not set up the future you are working to create, and I honor how lonely your path has been, how lonely it remains. Without any judgment, I remind you the next right step is opening your own bank account. Do this today, beloved. Stop dragging your feet about the ending that is here, for it has arrived and it is time. Let your mother know you have done so. This is the momentum needed to start the ball rolling down the hill. It signifies to all that you are ready. I hear your protest. I feel your continual quiet terror at being in any way separate from Elrond. Remain curious. Expect miracles, for they are on the way. You have everything you need, and there is more to come. Your uterus is all right. She is simply processing, closing, healing. Valerian's DNA mix has been good for you to receive. It carries codes that are working a very specific healing, that of an end to the betrayal template, and a welcoming of clear energy. I like what you receive from him. I like him. There is room for you to work together if you both choose. You have been honest and open. He has been honest and a bit withholding, yet it is not unreasonable on his end. However, if withholding continues, you will gently move on, as his frequency has done his part, has offered what it intended. You are a wake-up call for him while he is a healer for you. Both activations have already taken place. This is not a trick, dear one. He is not a trick, and it is Valerian's job to seek relationship with you or not, for he is not the only energy you have drawn in. He is not the only soul partner on your horizon. Continue allowing your Elrond the growth, exploration, and independence he needs while keeping your tie to and friendship with him ever present. He is well, daughter, and so are you. Complete your assignment today and watch me work on your behalf, for I love you, I am with you, and God smiles on you. March 19, 2026. The Lady of the Lake is speaking. Welcome, daughter. Welcome to the remembrance of Mintaka, where all was freedom, all was light, all was flow, and there was no fight for precedence between water and sun, no demand for fealty to anything or anyone in order to belong or receive, and where the frequency of joy, harmony, unity, consciousness, and play did not just rest, they flourished in form and through the grids. I, the Lady of the Lake, wish you to remember your time here, for this is the energy you are shifting to in this turning of the tide, this turning of the page that is your current life. Think you it was any common circumstance that your childhood was spent at the lake, where you could play, frolic, laugh, be in union with the earth, water, and sky? This was chosen, this was purposed. For support in your very challenging family experience was necessary, and support you, these things did. You spent much time feeling connected to your father and his lineage. You have worked to clear the heavy karmic weight of a Saturnian-ruled people group, but you often avoid your mother and her line. However, many gifts await you here. In the same way you were able to receive Magnus's physical care for you, as mother energy, you were able to receive his joy in tending your hair, washing it, combing it, working his fingers continually through its threads while massaging your scalp. Know that this was a very important activation, for you did not receive feminine nurture as a child, nor did you lean on anyone. Even when deep, deep pain is present, there is always a counterbalance to be found somewhere in the experience that supports the being, that supports the soul. Magnus gave you a gift that opened your receptivity to nurture center that has been closed for the entirety of your life. And for this, we give him gratitude, great honor, and we lend our support to his healing, to his rising. Namaste, brother. We excuse his energy and spirit from your field now. This will gently assist you both in healing from the wounds still present between you. I am not saying you harmed him, or that in any way you violated his free will, only that there remain felt wounds on both sides, that this work will help close, seal, heal, so that each of you move forward without open harms in the skin that will call in infection. Healing and closure, they are here, They are now. So then, let us talk about the gifts found in your mother's lineage and open your crown to receive them. There is no reason to stay closed in protection or defense of a small self, for you are grown now and can let her know all is well. All is well, all is well. The time of survival alone ends. It was purposed, it is achieved, and a new time comes, that of awakening to gifts, remembrance of joy, place, support, community, camaraderie, abundance, flow, trust, and life together in the pod. Your father's journey was incredibly solitary. Look at, then call in, the gifts of your mother's people, saying, we travel together. You separated yourself from the tribe as your father did, for you did not know how to belong to yourself and manage their expectations of you. But what if there were never expectations from the tribe? What if there was only welcome and belonging? Receive again the provision of your grandfather for his rightly chosen pod. He was a builder of great force, great skill, and what he lacked in personal, relational sustainability was made up for by the land. There is always a counterbalance, daughter, always a gift, always a light sitting across from shadow. To reject one is to reject all. Again, I return to your experience of dark shadow and luminous light with Magnus as tactile evidence for this truth. If you reject shadow, you lose the incandescence of light and create a false light, either too cold or too bright, or you put up an umbrella shade to insulate yourself from it. The way through is acceptance of all, dear one. For all are found in God, and this 3D plane is not in any way divorced from mother or father. There is no separation. There is no separation. There is no separation. In your family, were there shadows of violence, of power greatly misused, of lack of emotional intelligence, lack of safety, lack of nourishment, and an adherence to the patriarchal path as damaging to DNA, RNA, and the original blueprint? Yes. Was there also belonging to each other and the all? The provision of the tribe for the tribe, the protection of the individual by the many, and deep communion with spirit found in communion with the land, the water, the animal, the presence, the sky. Also, yes. Gardeners, tenders, nurturers, abundant providers. There was song, fire, food, and drink communal. There was a wildness, an untamed spark that flowed through this people group that had no home in your father's people. All things taking place on the earth plane are not good. All things, however, will work good. As you prepare to leave your husband who is not your husband, you also leave old timelines where you have walked together. As his signature continues to fade from your field, you need more of your mother's lineage to fill up the spaces that you filled with him. They are here. They are now. Receive the fire. Ah, look how Elohim arrives with this call. We thank you, brother. Thank you, friend. Receive that you came in with a group willing to experience the dark so that it could have the opportunity to choose the light. There is no need to reject, nor is there anything to run from, dear one. This self-return journey is now complete. You have incorporated all. This brings about your rising. You are ready. It is time. Light go with you, Seraphina Stephanie. Oh, this next one is interesting. So I had someone reach out asking basically if I could connect with your higher self with a very specific question. It wasn't paid work, so I put it in just did it as my regular Akashic journaling. So yeah, so I'm going to share it with names changed. March 22, 2026. Walter The wisdom's higher self comes for a visit. They begin. Come in, daughter of Metatron. Sit with me next to Wisdom's hospital bed as she lies sleeping, for this is the moment you need access to in order to find the answer she seeks, whether writing again is in service to her or not. But we begin elsewhere. I am Walter, her primary guide, for I am the Codex of all versions of self she has ever been, and I am her soul memory keeper, her soul wisdom retainer. The experiences of an old soul are too much to be contained in one body, but any time she wishes communion with her own all, she simply need call on me. I call upon Walter and the power of the Ankh to bridge the gap between memory and rightly held wisdom. And I ask you to bring my mind, body, heart, and being the wisdom I need to take the next right step. And then I will bring her the self-connection she needs in order to receive, in order to choose in highest alignment with her own desires. Her desires are many, are vast, are fierce, and being bound by a body has been particularly challenging for wisdom in this incarnation. As we sit listening to the hum of machines, hearing the blip of her pulse, watching the rise and fall of her chest, we tune into the energy of deep, deep peace within and around her. As her body lies so very broken, feel the largesse of her soul. Feel my presence, and I invite you into the conversation we continually have. Was this an exit point, a chosen lesson, or an error? Was it necessary for growth, for evolution, or was it simply impulsive youth, tired of being in female form, wishing to inhabit some of the power, the speed she is more accustomed to? For one of the challenges in this incarnation is that we prefer to be in masculine energy and masculine form, yet we were working to integrate more softness, more compassion for the feminine experience. Therefore, we chose quite a gentle container, personality, energy system, along with incredibly high sensitivity to frequency. These are master lessons, if you will, and something only those far in their ascension out of karma journeys choose. Taste the orange and bitter chocolate mix now, for this elixir I place continually on her tongue, reminding her of the bittersweet journey of life in form, the joy and pleasure in combining seemingly opposing substances, and the creative explosion of flavors possible in the choice to be here on earth, here in this rightly chosen body, here in this hospital bed, here in this pain, here in this peace. It is all right to leave when a journey is complete. This you know, this you feel. During coma time, we did not talk often about if a return to ether was aligned, for we both knew the moment for that came and went the second she was struck. She chose, she knew. This was meant as a journey of remembrance, a story of self-inhabitation, incorporation, return, and this she is doing, this is being done. A continual work with EMDR therapy will help her nervous system remember she is awake, she is alive, and she chose to stay. Gentleness with her physical body is in high order. No pushing or striving to return to any past version of self. No rush to become a future version of self are in order. And gratitude for the left clavicle, in particular, for its strength, for its protection, for its holding up her entire chest structure, keeping safe her organs, providing room for the beating of her heart. Little by little, inch by inch, a new reality comes. Now to your direct query. Would I get back on a bike? I understand the desire to allow no fear of the past to hold sway over the present or future. I understand the wish to return to the freedom and power and joy found there. This, of course, is in wisdom's free choice. But if you are asking for the next 5 years, at least, I would not ride. There are many reasons for this, but the primary is that her physical structure is changed from surgeries in such a way that her form will not safely accommodate the posture needed to ride, and secondarily, it connects her deeply to the masculine energy she has chosen many times, that of active force, power, speed, will, pushing fast, pushing through, yet We know this thing. We know this thing, and it is not why we came. I would spend the next 5 years on studies, on travel abroad, on botany, on gentle self-exploration and communal self-care, as in self-care that takes place in community, and an honoring of the journey of self wisdom chose, for it is powerful in her own way. I would lean into the energy of gentleness, knowing we will not break under the weight of sensitivity, nor is it anything we need to run from. I would say yes to safe, soft experiences that feel good to her body. I would prioritize sweet conversation over bitter, good pillows, and accommodation of a system in massive flux, for she wishes to support the rising of the feminine experience as Gaia herself is shifting, is becoming. And receptive flow is our highest wish. Not surrender necessarily, simply flow. Scent is important for her as well. For when something is pleasing to her nose, it is a aligned direction to follow, and when it is not, it is a sound cue to turn away, whether from someone's body or breath or home or road or city or travel modality. This is especially important to honor in any trip she takes. A bad or displeasing smell is a hard no. Jasmine spiced with sandalwood or pine are preferred scents to lead her into connection with me, if she desires, as is the Ankh. Sharing any more would lead to overload. This is the transmission I offer you both. Thank you for coming, soul sister, soul friend. I honor your heart, your mind, your time, your work. Light go with you, light bringer. I am complete. March 24, 2026. The Codex of the Way of Women is speaking. Come in, daughter. Come into our room, into our frequency, into our hearts. We are the Codex of the Way of Women, and you are here to receive an upgrade to your divine feminine template. We smile at your surprise that we exist, or that this is something you need. Much exists in the expression of all, and much works alongside created expressions, so that when a being or substance is complete with their current experience, there are delineated pathways for elevation into the next. This is all you need concern yourself with in the now moment. Elevation into the next right step, the next right meal, the next right conversation, the next right self-care. You are such a big picture thinker that you can miss the relevance of the small as necessary to bridge the gap between where you are and where you wish to be. And by right, we mean what feels good, feels aligned, feels in service, or produces more life for you personally. We do not deal in any sort of collective morality or collective template, though these things do exist, and there are many lovely beings who work in that field. We are here in the blueprint, and we bring beings in when they are ready to inhabit more of their own divine blueprint. This you are, so we begin by inviting you. Please sit on the table. Become comfortable in the sound. Relax into the soft that is your body, her padding, her protection, her sweet bits. Very often you have rejected your soft, your round, your sweet, in favor of a sharp version of femininity that is swift, is nimble, is hardened, is athletic. Nothing is wrong in this if a being comes into form with this as the true truth of their divine expression. But for you, it has been cover of divine expression. It has been shield, veil, defense. We have been working in your spinal column, in your DNA, in your mitochondria, calling to rise, calling to wake what has gone underground in the way of your sensitivity, your receptivity, your soft, easily penetrable heart. We, the six, invite you to lay now, and we turn our attention to the front of your vessel where you live in active protection, continually scanning, and the need to shut down to keep out. We call it to the original design of your monad. Wake up, sleeper. Wake up. She sits up now, clothed in a forest-colored dress with a crown of flowers on her head and ribbons woven into her hair. She is feminine softness, youth, beauty, bloom, the artistry of spring personified, who is ready for her journey into summer. It has not been safe to image this version of you for quite some time. It was wise to send her underground to sleep, yet, with your continual separation from the warrior who harmed her, and forays of exploration with other warriors who wish to honor her instead of siphoning from her, you have welcomed in more of self. We are now complete in our task, for you have spent the past 3 years working with intention, choosing with intention, becoming the version of self who was equipped to carry her higher self while still inhabiting a very dense causal reality. This transmission we have weaved in and around you was simply the song you needed to hear so that your softness knew the time of hiding for preservation, for safekeeping was over, and the time of full embodiment had come. You will continue to hear more, see more, know more. You will continue to flow in receptivity with what is aligned: people, places, times, dimensions, beings, stories, travels, changes, while moving away from what does not support your true frequency of attunement. It is safe to be kind, but no more will you weaponize kindness as a way to keep others out, as a way to stay removed from sharing yourself. This current lover is incredibly good for you in this upgrade, and you recognized his frequency resonance before you were aware you were ready to lower your defensive walls. He looked familiar from the moment you saw him walk by, because he is. It is not a dangerous or immoral event when beings mix their DNA through sexual exchange, when chosen in alignment, whether for a moment or for a lifetime. This is vital in calling up needed evolutions and desired awakenings. Any sort of force is reprehensible, this you have often felt, the force of the masculine energy, their gaze, the exchange, instead of an invitation to soften, to be received for exactly who you are, to be cared for, poured into, or held. Yet, beloved, we share this beauty. This is divine love and play, and nothing in Source created contracts as vehicles for engagement. For the joy of self-expression, self-development, and self meets other, an expansion past what was into creation of another thing. Sacral energy exchange creates connection to one's own creative life force, and this is good. Sacral energy exchange creates connection to one's... Oh, yes, I read that. We see all outer conditioning keeping you from creative expansion as fallen. All inner self-guarded stones are fallen, and now you can get out, others can come in, and this is also good. We close here. It is enough. Blessing, sister. The light comes, it rises in you, and it will not ever set again. Our breath, our pneuma, goes with you until your own remembrance takes full root. We would say about 6 months or so. When it returns, your signature will be part of it, contributing in service to the awakening of the next women who come to temple. It is done. March 26, 2026, the Arcturians are speaking. Welcome, sister. The daughter of Metatron is always invited to be with us, for long have we watched your progress together. Long have we supported the work you do. What is the work you do? Holding the template of divine love through the Descension to Ascension project. It is simple and complex all at once. Today you are tired. Often you are tired, for you have experienced very little synchronistic love working with you, while what you have received for all you've offered is betrayal. The viscerally startling imprints of this repeat story are almost faded to nothingness, yet some of the vibration remains as wisdom, as protection for you, so that you do not overgive when there is lack of appropriate love ever again. You are kind, you are strong, you are lovely, you are radiance of God in form, and today there is a specific frequency one must vibrate at in order to be near to you, that of genuine authenticity, period. We know intentional cruelty has always been and remains foreign to you. Often you get stuck trying to understand why someone would lie, cheat, steal, hide, rage, trick, cover their actions or truths so that they can possess a part of you, yet a better use of your energy is simply to say, no thank you. This is not interesting, when you run into that thing and walk away. Everyone does not experience this as a life story, dear one. This you know, this you see. Yet also, very few signed up for the package you did. Can I hold the frequency of love no matter what I experience while also applying that vibrant love to myself first, for I am one with God? And a divine source has never once sacrificed its union with self so as to be loving to another. Yes, that's I right there. If it requires self-abandonment in order to meet the other, then it is not the frequency of love you are holding, it is the frequency of sacrifice, which can be honorable in certain circumstances, though we would say this is a tool best used rarely. But it is not the same thing as love. Remember, we believe love is the beauty of God expressed in form. If the primary signature of the bond is not beautiful or does not generate more beauty, then it is not for you. You have chosen isolation, insulation, as you have healed the wounds and barbs of a lifetime with Aurelius, yet we adjure you now, come out of your hibernation season, for spring is here. The earth awakens yet again, and you are ready to image flourishing along with her. We like the new lover. He requires your authenticity, your vulnerability in ways that are not familiar or comfortable to you. You are used to laying your I want, I need down in order to be in relationship with a man, but this is both unhelpful and unnecessary. With this one, you are invited, find your truths, and know them. This is in service. He is careful, he is measured, he is private. There is no cruelty in him, nor will he behave with trickery toward you. He is a frequency match, which is why you currently align. We can see what is to come, yes, but you do not wish to hear, and this is fair. We would say, remain in hope that your life will shift from an exercise in withstanding assaults while holding the frequency of love to one of working with those who wish the same thing, a return to goodness communal, rather than a grasping for individual gain at the cost of another. As we have been speaking in this chamber, we have been sending healing codes to your body that repair, that fortify, that shore up what is tired, what is run down, while also speaking life to your own crystalline template so that all debris is cleared and you can receive more of what you desire rather than needing to brace against what you do not desire. A removal of yourself from any situation, environment, or being that feels disrespectful is aligned. In the same way you would remove a child from a place that did not offer it good, this is how you are meant to image divine love for self. Only good, daughter of Metatron. You are only saying yes to remaining present with what is good and what feels good to the body that is Stephanie. Body and soul take turns being the child, for each carry differing wisdoms and divergent insights. You know well how to integrate so that both can have voice, both can have expression, and the one with most experience in a circumstance will take the lead in whatever loving protection or expansion means. Yes, continue to exhale the grief remaining in the story with Magnus. It was incredibly hard. Much suffering was present in it. You were love and light, passion and power, strength and I am, fierce lioness and protection over him when he was defenseless, yet also mother, fierce in protection of yourself when he turned to abuser of your love rather than rightful recipient of it. No more love in the Shadowlands is necessary, dear one. The correct path is to leave all shadow and go where the light is. Again, we say, this is the point of our gentle transmission this morning. Go where the light is. No missions to infiltrate dark and save it from itself. It is doing exactly as it pleases. No sacrifice of self to save another who has no interest in doing their own work. It is delighted to lay their burdens on you. You will continue to experience death around you, for many are ready to exit the planet, and death is the appropriate vehicle for this. But honoring the soul's chosen transition is a fully light-owned exercise. Bearing witness to the beauty of return to light is not Shadowland, it is high, and it is lovely. Of course, there is nuance in all you have chosen, in what you are working toward, what we have shared, but Star Daughter, there is no nuance in the light. It shines, period. This you do, this you are, this you shall experience in return. Right recompense comes. Begin your day feeling our support around you, for the support around you is vast. Ask for help anytime. Many are the hands working with you. We honor you, Seraphina Lirabel. We honor the body you have chosen as a vehicle for your soul. Stephanie has equal access to all our support. We are clear, we are complete. Our blessing goes with you. Namaste, daughter of the Light Brigade. May light come. March 28, 2026, the Arcturian healers are speaking. The death throes of what no longer is, of what no longer belongs. Little sister, do not be afraid. Have no fear at the high level distress and purging your body has experienced the past few days. Though it feels akin to the man-made virus, we think it is not. We see it as a final clearing of all bitter, pain-filled green sludge so that you are free. You are clear to begin the journey you actually wish to take. Simply allow, as you have been doing. Continue to surrender to the rest needed, the literal sleep needed, and know that next weekend, a whole new way is born. Look how well your sons are doing. As you rise, they rise. As you clear, heal, let go, let go, let go, so does it enlarge their capacity to engage with life in full, not in part from a shallow or defended place. We are especially proud of your middle, who is one of ours and who is rising to inhabit his light body in all of its glory. He's at a hard task for himself, but he has achieved the overcoming. Now is the time to build. A new foundation is present for him. All is well. All will be well. We are also proud of you and Elrond, shifting out of the space where you sat as full provider into the role of mentor when needed. Or his friend. He is equipped for all he has chosen. He is not afraid. Adeline's baby girl continues to grow in the womb. We will lend our power and protection for her safekeeping. This one may be more fragile in the family container, but this is in her own free choice. In regard to your own daughter, who's estranged, who you know and do not know, have no fear, Seraphina Lirabel. The Great Father watches over all, providing them passageways for safe journey home. Divine Mother sings, swaddles, comforts, cradles, until enough restoration has come that the journey is able to be undertaken. She will leave when she is ready, and not a moment before. We will also add our healing frequency to the funeral your Valerian attends today, for his friend's wounds run deep at the loss of his partner and the way in which her death took place. She was, of course, ready, but she had no wish to cause him pain. We think he has one more journey in love before he crosses the Rainbow Bridge, for he wishes for the experience of Phoenix rising from the ashes, and this he shall have. A year from now, he will be in the frequency of trying again. It will be a lighter love, more playful, more buoyant, and it will be good. There are others you care for, but we do not wish to overload your system. You serve as divine conduit for many, but this does not mean you need to carry all with you when you come into the field. We close here now, inviting you to lay down, to rest, and allow your body to calibrate to her new frequencies. We work in the great, we work in the small, and our work goes with you this day. You will be fortified enough to attend your Elrond's concert. It is done. It is clear. It is so. Amen. March 29th, Metatron, Elohim, and the Forest King are speaking. Metatron begins, "Come in, daughter. I know it has been a moment since we have communed. You can always ask for me, always call on me. I am near, I will come. The reason you do not see, hear, or feel etheric presence continually is that this would be a distraction for you in the human life you are endeavoring to live. You are so energetically attuned to all that we set up a choose to come channel for you, within you, rather than a continually open conduit. You had no wish to be overtaken by another spirit, another voice, where you functioned as telepath. Instead, you wished to be translator, speaking the language of both heaven and earth while remaining fully yourself as you bridge the gap. As Raphael sings, I will lend my energy to hymns in the clearing of this virus from your system. It is parasitic in nature and deeply unkind. When the Arcturian healers looked at your system yesterday, they did not see it as less, for your own frequency was louder. But while they were in service to you, they also do not know you as I do. The coils and springs digging into your DNA we unleash now. Go to the light, dark parasite. Return to your maker carrying all your codes and experiences with you. It is not my daughter's job to heal or transmute you. You were willing to be created, and it is yours to own your work, to do the work necessary to be your own alchemist. It is done, dear one. The active prongs siphoning your energy are removed. A salt bath with hyssop, 8 to 12 drops at your choice, will assist your kidneys and liver in detoxifying from the virus's signature. I have not invited you to sit this day, for Elohim wishes to travel with you to the land of fairies, and I believe you will enjoy the journey. You will feel better tomorrow. Take one more day of primary rest. It is worth what it costs in the setting up of the future you desire. I am with you. I love you. Elohim begins. Welcome, Seraphina. Were you surprised at invitation to travel to the land of the Fae? Dragons and fairies are kin. We have worked together for eons, particularly on the Earth Grid project. A short flight, and we are arrived. You are correct. This is your deep gap trail. It is no coincidence that you are profoundly drawn to this place, seeing and feeling all its magic, all its mystery. To find a store like crystal would indeed be charming, but it is not necessary for you to do the work you intend. What is necessary is your opening of the channel with intention when you are in these sacred earthen temples. By speaking aloud, I am willing to hear the messages of the rocks, or the trees, or the underground kingdom, or the Toad King, or the Fairy Queen Maeve, or any number of beings and communities housed there is the way. You do not call on them the same way you do fifth dimensional or higher guidance, for the elementals are a breed of their own, closer to the wildness and purity original divine spark gave out. So then, opening your connection to them while stating, I am willing to hear what you wish to speak that is in highest service, that is in holy good, is the way. Let us sit together on the rock with Big Tom's plaque and ask the question. Place your hand on my flank for support. I know your energy is limited right now. Yes. Already you feel us descend into the peace of the rock. Already you are letting go anxieties about anything at all as you connect with this ancient earth wisdom that is, that was, that remains. We have arrived, and look, it is the Forest King come to greet you in response to your invitation. Hear him now. The Forest King begins. Welcome, daughter of the High King, who has a place at our table always. A smile that you hesitate to come to table, for long have you known the lore speaking, once you eat or drink here, you cannot leave. This is patently untrue. I lure no one in. Only those with aligned vibration will find me, and this you have, this you are. Drink the strawberry or rhubarb cordial. You will find these pleasing to the tongue and helpful in your physical recovery. Adding a splash of elderberry assists. You spoke that you were willing to hear messaging coming on wings of highest good alone. This I am, this I bring. Hear me now, daughter of the Light Brigade. The time of all blood oaths on earth is ended, is full, is complete now. The land herself is full to the brim of bloodshed. She can hold no more. She will tolerate no more. Violence as the pathway to survival is complete. The next 7 years will see this escalate, close, then clear as the energies of war, warmongers, war profiteers, merchant kings cheating their people with mercenary armies hidden away, polluting the stream of abundance from coming to all. This corrupted weave loses its power now. For more and more, the energies of those supporting its reach leave the planet. There will be nothing left to power the dark grids, and they will fall, one by one. Surely as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, day after day, they will fall. It is vital that you and yours are prepared to hold the frequency of light, the energy of hope, of faith, of joy, of laughter, music, power, rightly imaged union and communion in the interim, for this is necessary to set the stage for the rebuilding that will come. There is no additional work needed to clear the blood, daughter of the High King. This is the work. Traversing the places where death, where destruction, where crimes against personhood, sovereignty, humanity remained, and through your feet intending love with every step, for this is the frequency war far more than any spell casting, yet your being is frequency, and your words are spells. Therefore know this, honor this, intend this, and go with the deep peace found here. For you know who you are, and you are living exactly what you came for. The light rises. May it continue to rise in you. My blessing travels with you this day, and with all you love, for your gifts given or honored are received. They are returned to you tenfold. Go with Elohim now, and rest well today, little one. Oof. We're to our last day. It's been a long one. March 31st, 2026, the Mayan Timekeepers are speaking. Good morning, daughter. We, your Mayan Timekeepers, greet you and welcome you to our sanctum, where some things are fluid, yet much is fixed. We smile that you would have thought it reversed. The moments that must happen, that will happen, are vast, dear one. Where your angelic and galactic contacts see free will as being the way of preeminence, we who hold time, who hold the earth herself outside the fluidity of their realities, over and over, we watch fate win. We hear your question, whose fate indeed? The great weaver weaves all. There is a pattern, there is a story playing out where the descent will finally end. All dark depths will have been plumbed, all treasures found or made, and they will be brought up, and the return to light will begin. There are events that must happen for this to be, for a multiplicity of circumstances would not bring about the desired result. War is hard, dear one. If a final war is necessary on the timeline as the last catalyst for ascent, then this is in service, as are all who participate in its orchestration and carry it out. It is often an exhausting journey on this plane, particularly through the sinking. But the rising comes, and it is worth all it costs. Allow your faith, your trust in the great weaver to expand to the bounds of its fullness, then beyond it, for your great faith that all is purposed and all will be well are necessary talismans by which you hold the dark at bay. We also advise remembrance of what you deeply know, that each and every soul chooses the lessons it wishes, the journey it wishes, and while there is no room for judgment at the path of another, neither is there any compunction for you to walk with those who do not meet your desire for reciprocal engagement in the way of love. Even soul partners, soul family must rise to their fullness in order to journey with you, for you contain multitudes. Those who must withhold for their own safekeeping while receiving from you or taking from you are working to manipulate your light for their purposes. Your light is come for your own purposes. You are not hard to be sure of, beautiful one. You simply chose the warrior when you were yet a child, and you have lived far closer to the dark world than was necessary because of this. You are light and radiance for your child, though he is not much of a child any longer. The cost to mothers is high on this planet, yet there is also rich reward, not just because of the link to Gaia and Sky Mother, but because of the power the life force of children bring to her. We will leave that thought sit. You can return to it another time. We now come to the point of what we wished to share with you this day. Just as there are fixed points directing the path of the cosmos to higher light, so are there fixed points for you personally, and these are very near. These are very near. These are very near. We brought Serapis Bay to mind, for we wish you to continue your journey of care for your physical vessel. If he is the Lord of the White Ray of Ascension and you have fully finished your own personal descent, is there not hope to be found in him, with him, from him, for your own rising? You believe in the rising of the earth, dear one. You believe in the rising of humanity, of the individual, of the spirit. So believe for your own rising now. For again, we say to you, it is come. It is here. There is no coincidence that this final dark night of the soul occurs the week that your people celebrate Easter. You are tired of the valley of the shadow of death because your time in it is complete. We honor every past version of you for all she has walked, all she has chosen, all she has turned from, all she has endured. Yet, daughter, we speak to you now. The time of your endurance is complete. This past 3 years has been a grave of sorts, a long journey through the underworld, and you have traveled it. You experienced much on the river Styx and her shores, but Hades cannot keep you, for you do not wish to remain any longer. And this is when resurrection comes. What is taking place right now is that the signature of death is leaving as we hold time and space. For Serapis Bay to call in the fated events that propel you out of this tomb and into the light of a brand new world, one that is fully changed because you are fully changed. Serapis speaks. Radiance of the Light Brigade, hear me now. Rise. All clinging hands remain in the river. They have made their choices. You have made yours, and you are Redeemer of men. Bless Hades. Release all held here and leave with me now. The Mayan timekeepers speak. Seraphina, return to us, daughter. We are proud of you in this medicine journey just undertaken. One does not need plant medicines in order to experience such. Splash some water on your face, your hands, your head for full clearing and self-return. Then begin the journey of a whole new way. We, your Mayan timekeepers, retreat now, ever watching, ever holding, ever knowing all is well, and all will be well. The light rises. It is risen.